the roof. She said, where we going? I said the moon. We ain't even make it to the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game,
We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wins.
And I think for Toronto, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good of a team this can be. They have a lot of time to turn around.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, we've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Plumlee out there with Chris Paul. And it's Musa in at the 2 spot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Shot from free throw range. Was shot by Paul, no good. As you talk about IQ for the game, skill and competitive desire, you can rival Chris Paul.
Well, his buddies LeBron and Wade tease him about having the Napoleon complex. But whatever the reason, his motivation and perfection, it's impossible to mistake.
And Toronto has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Right side, Gordon. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Over Fox. Paul missing again. Grizzlies off to a quick start here. Thompson passes to Porter. That shot missing, and Toronto will go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
Here's Fox after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. You look at the Cavaliers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Toronto. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for Toronto, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Give them credit. They got some really good pieces in place. The road ahead it's going to be tough, of course, but I think they're in better shape than a lot of other teams.
Now, here's Fox, following the shot by Chris Paul. Now, Fox. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And again, Memphis, no good.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
He kicks it to Thompson. They get it back. Back to Fox. Thompson outside. Drummond trying to get himself free. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Fox.
And this is Thompson's calling card, a lethal three-point shooter with unlimited range.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Paul against Fox. Paul finds Butler. A second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Plumlee.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Ball against Fox. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from 11, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This guy can play. Whatever they ask Thompson to do, he is.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
Basketball. That's that.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remains so devoted to the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Andre Drummond is out there with Favors. Then it's Thompson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Every year there seem to be a few rookies, C-Web, who immediately show that they should have been drafted a lot higher. Why is there the difficulty in placing these guys where they should be drafted? Why are evaluations sometimes wrong?
Evaluations, they can be so iffy because of a team skill set. I tell a lot of players when they come into the NBA, don't be frustrated after your first year or second year if you haven't played the way that you want. In order to be a great basketball player, you have to have a great situation, a team that needs you to do certain things at certain times that you can do for them. And so I think why evaluating is so hard is because you're evaluating the player and then evaluating the unknown, how they fit in with these different pieces that have already been established on your team. And that's kind of the wild card. You can know if a guy can shoot, dribble, and pass, but how does it work with the other players on the team? And so there's some GMs that have missed out on a lot of great talent, but you can't beat them all up because so many moving parts into this evaluation that usually it's easier to get it wrong than right.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Fox kicks to Favors. Here's Drummond. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver.
And how about the numbers on Andre Drummond? This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Second in rebounding. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort.
And I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. It never gets old.
Here's Favors. Drummond passes to Favors. The kick out to Porter from the arc. And again, Memphis no good. Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Butler dishes to Paul, shoots over Fox, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one is no good. Gordon finds Paul. Pass to Plumlee. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. And the rejection by Favors. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Oh, I like watching Porter fill it up from the mid-range, demonstrating a nice touch from the in-between area of the floor.
Butler feeling out of it, and there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Good work there as it goes. Musa's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Fox. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Thompson. A fadeaway, and it's good. 2 points.
The versatility of Thompson. I mean, you want him to defer to other scorers. He'll do it. You want him to carry the load himself. He can
Get the shot! He got it!
No.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome. Well, for Toronto, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers. No.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Paul, Gordon out there with Plumlee, and there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Musa in at the 2. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Drummond. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And that one goes long. Toronto leading by 5.
How about Andre Drummond making his second All-Star appearance in 2018? He's been playing some of his best basketball. I mean, one of the top 5 or 6 centers in the game, if you ask me.
For Toronto, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Thompson outside. To the inside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And Drummond in his 7th season, still just 25 years old. Chris, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, and I think defense, believe it or not, is where he has the most untapped potential. I mean, with better recognition and communication, I mean, he could be a contender for Defensive Player of the Year.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
All against Fox. And the rejection by Favors. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Fox kicks to Favors. Porter passes to Drummond. He feeds it to Favors. Goes back up. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Musa. Second shot opportunity. And Butler with a nice bucket inside. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thompson finds Favors. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Oh, that's a great pass by Thompson. You see the skill, the craft. He's adept at finding open guys.
You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Cam. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Clock is at 3. Shoots it up. Toronto grabs the miss. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fox against Paul. Passes it to Butler. Back to Paul, looking to end his cold spell. And again, Toronto no up.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. That's one he knows he should have drained.
With the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Favors is out there with Porter. And it's Fox. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
And Favors kicks to Thompson. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Look, I love seeing Thompson convert through contact, muscling over whatever the D throws his way.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Toronto, leading by 5. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Musa. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Paul. Fires for 3.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Porter against Butler. Fox kicks to Thompson. Pass to Drummond. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Toronto leading by 3. Paul with the ball. Feeds it to Plumlee. And it's sent back by Drummond. The Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. Porter kicks to Fox. Thompson outside. Pass to Drummond. Over Plumlee. And that one hits back iron.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
Back to Paul. Now the pass to Musa. Over Favors. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 5 points now this quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Fox kicks to Thompson. Back to Fox. Here's Favors. The kick out to Porter. Here's Drummond. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Down low. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the sheer muscle from Cutler. I mean, a solid finisher even when he gets hit.
That free throw good from Butler. 1:07 left to play here in the fourth. Fox passes to Thompson. Back to Fox. Thompson in the post. Lays it up and banks it in.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
Now here's Paul. Passes to Musa. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Thompson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, and once Thompson builds momentum on the drive, he's very difficult to stay in front of without fouling.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And so Thompson nails both of them. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Time working against them here.
It's going to be crazy hard right now to catch up. They need a quick score and a quick foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Well, look, I've always thought that the way Paul leads his team is impressive. He's always talking, giving instruction. I guess he's a real player coach.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're behind by 6. 24 seconds left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Chris Paul.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Here's Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a tricky cover inside. When Fox attacks like this, the defense responds with that same type of aggression.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Thompson, guarded closely. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
You know, the defender quite often overreacts to Thompson's moves, and you know what? That sends him to the line because he's just lethal there.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's what I call cool under fire. You know, those should be the nails in the coffin.
Porter dishes to Fox. Kept alive. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And so it's Toronto winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our